Hey, gang. Welcome to China. If, like me, you booked yourself into a very cheap flight and you've got hours of wait in Shenzhen airport, here's what you can do. You can go to Bay, also known as the Happy Harbour. Shenzhen is a massive city. It is the third most populous in China. So going for a quick walk when you only have a few hours to spare might seem a bit intimidating, but it's actually easily done. Regarding visa, if you are on a stopover and if you have a ticket with a seat number for your next flight, you should be allowed a 24 hours Chinese visa. Having said that, I've seen some people being rejected and I don't know why. Shenzhen Airport has a metro system, so get yourself some Chinese yuan because you cannot pay by card for the underground. There is a system of pay with a QR code, but I guess if you are a foreigner with no internet, it doesn't work. You get those little tokens that are contactless, you tap in, and the door opens. The journey from the airport to Bao'an, that's where you'll find Bay on the Happy Harbour. It's only 2 stops on the line 11 and it costs 4 yuan. The underground system is quite straightforward and everything is written in English as well. Same at the airport, all the signs are in English as well, but do not expect people to speak English. The airport staff is very happy to help. They'll help you using a voice translator on their phones, but do not expect them to understand English. We got to Bao'an very early, that was just before 7 a.m., so the streets were very quiet. Shenzhen Airport, by the way, has only one terminal. That can be very confusing, because when looking at the underground map, you see Airport T3. So if it says Terminal 3, you'd imagine that there's a Terminal 1 and 2 as well, right? So I was trying to ask everyone at the airport, and no, there is no other. It's only T3. Go figure. There might be another terminal for cargo or anything like that, but in terms of international flights, don't worry, it's only one terminal. I visited very early on a Friday morning, but the streets of Bao'an were dead. It was like a ghost town. That was just a few days after Chinese New Year, so it might be still some kind of a bank holiday. My stopover, by the way, was about 10 hours. But you don't need 10 hours to come down here. I would say if you have anything more than 6 hours, 6 hours and a half, you could come for a little walk here. The press sometimes calls Shenzhen China's Silicon Valley. It is home to quite a few tech gadgets companies like Huawei, Tencent, or even DJI. My gimbal is DJI, so technically my gimbal is home. For those of you that don't know what a gimbal is, it's the little gadget we use to stabilize the video on a phone. You might hear quite a few birds in the background. I could be wrong, but I think they're fake. It sounds like they've recorded birds' noises and played them back in the background, because I've not seen a single bird. Bay, or the Happy Harbour, it's an interesting mix between a park, a commercial center, as well as a bit of an art trail. See the hill in the distance there behind the skyscrapers? Well, apparently, if you climb up that, on a good day, you can see Hong Kong. The size of Shenzhen is actually remarkable. When you consider that not that long ago, until 1979, it was a small fishing port, like 30,000 inhabitants. The big wheel is known as Bay Glory. It is almost the same size as the London Eye, 28 capsules, 128 meters high. Careful on the sidewalks. There are a lot of mopeds that are electric, so they don't make any noises. Now, during my few hours in China, of course I had to get myself some interesting snacks. I did not buy the spicy chicken feet though. Only a veggie bun and this. What could this be? It looks like a sweet. Let's get it open. 73 calories. Oh. An egg! Shenzhen is the second city in the world with the largest number of skyscrapers, right after their neighbor, Hong Kong. It's also the fifth city in the world with the highest number of billionaires. Anyway, time to jump back on the underground to go back towards the airport. The public transport system in Shenzhen seems very good. I didn't dare to go too far, but if you have a bit more time on your stopover, you could go much further. There's definitely a lot more to see in Shenzhen. I wish I had time to go all the way to Damiesha Beach, but it's on the other side of the city. If you happen to be flying with Shenzhen Airlines, there's an interesting feature that I have not seen on any other airlines. It's called a seat chat. So let's say you've spotted somebody on seat 29K that is quite attractive and you wanted to chat them up. You can also go into public chat rooms and select a subject like cars or places to visit, and then you can start a chat. I have to confess, no one actually replied to me, but it seems like a great idea. Fly and match.